Changing Benefit-Based Attitudes, Chapter 5, Part 2. Let us now look at the impact of attitude on behavior. A favorable attitude does not necessarily lead to purchase. Let us look at a few situations. Situation A. A customer likes the product but cannot afford it. Situation B. A customer likes the product but buys another that is readily available. Situation C. The customer likes the product but his friend wants him to use another product. Research shows that such cases are exceptions. Let us look at some research data on relationship between attitudes and usage for selected brands of consumer products. Let us look at current users of a cigarette brand. Of those who rated the brand as excellent, 78% are current users. Of those who rated it as very good, 23% are current users. Of those who rated it as good, 7% are current users. Of those who rated it as fair, 2% are current users. Let us look at data on current users of a gasoline brand. Of those who rated it as excellent, 57% are current users. Of those who rated it as very good, 36% are current users. Those who rated it as good, 11% are current users. And those who rated it as fair, 8% are current users. Let us look at data of current users of a deodorant brand. Of those who rated it as excellent, 44% are current users. Of those who rated it as very good, 30% are current users. Of those who rated it as good, 24% are current users. Of those who rated it as fair, 2% are current users. Let us look at data on current users of a laxative brand. Of those who rated it as excellent, 65% are current users. Of those who rated it as very good, 27% are current users. Of those who rated it as good, 14% are current users. Of those who rated it as fair, 3% are current users. Let us look at data on current users of a dental product. Of those who rated it as excellent, 78% are current users. Of those who rated it as very good, 56% are current users. Of those who rated it as good, 29% are current users. Of those who rated it as fair, 14% are current users. Of those who rated it as not so good, 8% are current users. Of those who rated it as poor, 8% are current users. 76% of those who rated it as poor are former users, whereas only 8% of those who rated it as excellent have become former users. Why is the attitude construct so important? A simple answer is that crores of rupees of advertising and great financial risks ultimately depend on what happens to attitude. Brand attitude is the pillar on which the sales and profit fortunes of a giant corporation rest. Attitudes are used for objective setting, strategic decision making, and evaluating performance in advertising. If the attitude of prospective customers towards a product is plotted, we are likely to get what is known as a normal distribution. If attitude is mapped on a 7-point scale, segment 7 being heavy users with a very positive attitude, 1 being non-users with a very negative attitude, 4 being occasional users with neither favorable nor unfavorable attitudes, with 2, 3, 5 and 6 being in between attitudes, the distribution is likely to be as follows. 7% of the users will be in segment 7, 10% of the users will be in segment 6, 20% of the users will be in segment 5, 26% of the users will be in segment 4, 20% of the users will be in segment 3, 10% of the users will be in segment 2, and 7% of the users will be in segment 1. These figures are representative and actual figures will vary from case to case. If a chart is plotted with percentage on the y-axis and segments on the x-axis, the chart will look like the chart in this figure. The objective of advertising is to move prospective customers from the lower end in the hierarchy to the higher end in the hierarchy. Can advertising move customers in segment 6 to segment 7, those in segment 4 to segment 5, and those in segment 3 to segment 4? If no action is taken, attitudes tend to decay. If no action is taken, the segment 7 customers will move to segment 6 and so forth. Actions of competitors also ensure that customer attitudes towards a product decay. Therefore, advertising is needed even to hold on to one's present position. The objective of advertising is to move prospective customers from the lower end in the hierarchy to the higher end in the hierarchy. Importance of attributes in changing attitudes. Product attributes play an important role in determining the attitude towards a product. The consumer generally identifies a set of products that have similar attributes or are said to be functionally equivalent. Among those, there are attributes that determine the ultimate purchase decision. These attributes are called determinant attributes. They may not be the most important attribute of the product or service.